Blow your nerdgasm at MotorCityToyStore.com!
Alright, I know I'm being totally dramatic, but it just got here. Welcome to another episode of Nerd Out!
Nerd Out!
This is a big one. We are reviewing the Hot Toys Optimus Prime Starscream edition, and I'm going to start off by saying this is the first Hot Toys I've ever owned. I have nothing but respect for Hot Toys, but generally I don't collect stuff with soft goods, and that's the way I'll say dolls nicely. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for that, but I mean, I love Hot Toys.
I'm with you.
Right.
I don't either.
No,
I don't like the Barbies.
Right. I just don't like soft goods particularly. However, they announced the Optimus Prime a year ago, and at $350, and I pre-ordered it, and I don't know what was going through my mind. I spent a lot of money on toys, but I sort of took a leap of faith with this and said, you know what, I'm going to pay the $350. This will be my first Hot Toys, even though I traditionally don't think it's just redundant, but it's not your traditional Hot Toys. Like, because I do think of Hot Toys as being soft good human figures.
And either way, this put you into some type of introspective nightmare.
Oh, this is it, man. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, when you got it, you were so contemplative about it. Is that the right word?
Yeah, no, that definitely is.
Because I just, like, this is probably, I mean, it's beautiful, you know, okay, but, yeah, you were.
I was intense.
Yeah.
It definitely has me anxious, man. I'm really, like, how do you approach, how do you come to grips with, like.
Yeah, I think you were overwhelmed.
I was.
And you were just looking at this huge $350 piece of toy, not knowing how to process it.
I did know how to process
like,
it.
how do you file this?
That's exactly what it was.
And I agree. I mean, this is, you know, it's a big chunk of change. And
it's serious.
It's beautiful. It's serious.
Yes.
It's serious. You know, it's a toy, but it's not a toy.
No, absolutely. I do want to thank my wife, because this was something where you know, she really, you know, gave her blessing on that. And like, I generally don't get her too involved in my hobby, but I think this is a big dog. I think the biggest thing about why I was so contemplative about it was because I own a lot of Optimus Prime toys. I have the Masterpiece 1, I have the Masterpiece 10, and I have the original. I have a huge Optimus Prime collection. So it's like, when you decide to spend I did not buy the Ultimetal one. That was way beyond my
That's beyond
grasp.
everybody.
Yeah, $1,000 intense.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So I was contemplative, because where does this fit into my world? All right, well, we're going to start. First thing I'm going to say is that this is a non-transforming Transformer. Everyone has different thoughts on this.
How do I feel about Transformers that don't transform? Well, I told my wife I was going to shoot this little video about how I felt, and she says, wait, they make Transformers that don't transform? She said, that's bleeping dumb.
When it comes to Optimus Prime, I think it's okay. What are your thoughts about non-transforming Transformers? I mean,
I think if you're going to make a Transformer that doesn't transform, it better be this good.
Yes.
I mean, this does things. Well, it just has details on it that are so awesome that you can forgive it. Because even if it did transform, you wouldn't want to transform.
Right.
You know, I mean, of course you would. But you know, this isn't like what were the Action Masters?
Yeah, this is not.
This is not a big Action Master.
No.
This is a fully articulated action figure, and it's not a Hot Toy. I mean, Hot Toys made it,
right,
but this is all like just all its own pieces. It's not a dude dressed up like Optimus Prime.
No,
that
would be awesome.
That would sort of be cool, like if they did it like Power Rangers.
Yeah. They did a Godzilla 12-inch G.I. Joe, like, I don't know, maybe it was like 20 years ago, where it was a guy that you would gear up and put his the Godzilla costume.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's really cool.
But I know a lot of people have different feelings on non-transforming Transformers, and I understand the concern. However, Optimus Prime is sort of beyond all the other Transformers, because he's a hero on his own. He's an icon of his own. So, you know what? We're not all going to agree on whether it's okay to own a non-transforming Transformer. I will tell you, I am totally okay with it. That was not my issue. Anyways, I got this thing. It was an intense experience. I opened it, and it took a long time to decide how I felt about it. But the one thing...
You're still not decided.
I'm still... Here's the thing. It's beautiful. I have never seen... It's got decent weight. I actually kind of wish they had a little bit more weight in the thigh. The paint job is spectacular. It is flawless. Like you are paying for a flawless
this
product.
is 3A quality.
It is.
Like it's 3A.
I think it's. I don't know. Yeah,
maybe better. I don't have any 3A stuff, but I know, like, as far as the quality goes, this is as good as you're gonna get.
It is. It's
like,
a piece of art.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. The quality of the plastic. I'm gonna take off the wings. The quality of plastic is spectacular. I beat the shit out of this thing, and it still has tight joints. It still feels good. The light feature is phenomenal. Yeah. It's seamless. The matrix inside, it's awesome. Like the light feature, it's actually pretty intense. I wish I could keep it on all the time, but I mean, you realistically can't do that. I'm gonna take off the arm guards. One of my big issues was price. Price was probably what really, would you say, probably is?
I think so, because it comes with, you know, $350 is out of the sweet spot of being able to enjoy a toy.
I agree.
It's a piece of art, and not like it's not worth it, but like once I get above $250, I'm nervous about touching it.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm like, you know, that's no way to feel about a toy. Something that's supposed to entertain you. That being said, this is beautiful, and I mean, it's gorgeous. I think the Starscream parts are a bit absurd and unneeded, and $100.
I agree.
Of the price, probably.
I think I would have felt. I don't mean to interrupt you and cut you off,
please.
But I think if they would have, I think the Starscream parts look great. They're cool. I don't really get it. I don't really think it was necessary. But I think if they would have eliminated the Starscream parts
and given them a normal gun.
And yes, we'll get to. Okay. Let's just get to the gun now. The gun is the one part I do not like about it. It's got the steampunk look, which I am a fan of the steampunk look. But they just did not get it right. Like, it does not fit the character. It doesn't feel to fit this toy. And this is the one aspect of it that I think that, man, they should have just gone a different route, design-wise. But getting back to the Starscream parts, if they would have eliminated these Star Trek parts, sold this thing for $250, which I think they could reasonably have done,
they would have sold every one.
I think I would have. Yeah. I think I would have felt more.
They would have put it in my price range,
right?
You know, of something that I would really want.
I think a lot of people would have felt that way. Articulation is absolutely spectacular, down to the fingers. The fingers are each individually posed. I mean, you can do some striking poses. The shoulders go up pretty high. These legs come down for like some amazing poses. There's some great what do you call those? I'm missing it. Pistons and pistons. Yeah, pistons. The paint, the variation of colors.
Yeah, the paint is incredible. It truly looks like beat up metal.
It does,
which I love.
It is an art piece.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this: like, I don't know everyone else's budget. Please, I don't know other people's financial situations. I think we're pretty middle of the road. But $350 for a piece of art is not a lot of money. $350 for that item is not really a lot of money. The thing is my problem is in my world, I'm surrounded by toys. I'm surrounded by plastic, die-cast metal, Optimus Primes. So the question is where does that fit into my world? And that's where that's the problem I'm having. The thing I'm trying to grab.
And what's crazy is this doesn't really fit into a Hot Toys collection.
Yeah, I don't,
you know, I mean,
know.
It's like it other than it's just okay, it's the best version of this you can get, which okay, fine. But it's like it doesn't really. I don't know. Now I want other Hot Toys.
Yeah. I'd like to see another Hot Toys.
Send them.
Yeah,
hey, we'll review them. Yeah.
I mean, this is my only experience with touching a Hot Toys.
Does it make you interested in like if they were to come out with more? Would you want them?
Transformers.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes, because I would love to see them. Because honestly, the aesthetic of this is different from your like typical Optimus Prime.
If they did a Megatron, I would be tempted.
Yes, even though I'm not a fan of Megatron, really. Like I think Megatron is boring. But
I like Megatron like you like
Optimus.
Not as much.
Right.
Not as much. But yeah.
I don't think he's as interesting, Megatron. But I would like to see them. But I can say with confidence, this will be the last Hot Toys item I purchase unless they come out with a Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. I would absolutely, without hesitation, buy a Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight, as we all know that I'm obsessed with him. But financially, and plus in the Transformers world, I think there's only room for Optimus Prime and Megatron.
I agree
in this.
Yeah, once they couldn't produce
I can't
masses of these.
Yeah, you can't make a Prowl Hot Toys.
Yeah.
No one. Look, I'm sure we all love Prowl. We all love,
but
even Rodimus.
Yeah.
Like people like Rodimus, but this is really like this is it. Like. I don't know, maybe you could get to Rodimus, maybe you could do Galvatron, maybe you could do Soundwave, but really in my world, this is
they would have to start a whole new fan base.
Yeah.
For that. It wouldn't be normal Transformers fans. It would be Hot Toys.
You think so?
I think so. Because the whole thing is, I mean, look at the Iron Man line.
Yeah.
Every suit, there's 50 of them.
Yeah, no, it's
and
crazy.
they make them all. So it's not like they wouldn't do it. It's just I just don't want. But those are cheaper, easier because they modify.
And also they're like
modify
200. Yeah, they can. Yeah. They can. $220 is an easier pill to swallow than $350. For that $350, I did get the Starscream Starscream exclusive. It comes with the head, and it's beautifully designed. Again, there is nothing I can criticize about the quality of any aspect of this, and I even think the price for being a piece of art is reasonable. I just don't know how I put it into my world of my toys. Like, does it get lost amongst all my other toys? Now, I'm actually thinking about putting it. My toys are pretty much confined to the nerd room in the basement, but I'm actually thinking about bringing this upstairs and putting it in a showcase and making it a standalone piece because it is that beautiful. And in the realm of this toy room, it's just going to get lost.
It gets buried here. I mean, with the other 200 primes,
right?
You know, where this should be on its own.
I do. I think it should be all on its own. Also, I'm totally talking this whole, but I'm like, this is intense. Mm-hmm. Another thing is, I did compare it to the other Masterpiece Prime. I've got pictures to show you. Both Masterpiece Primes, MP10 and MP01. And as an action figure, you know, it does not transform, but as an action figure side by side, this one does blow those away, as it should, though.
Yeah,
it should.
I mean, yeah.
But, and it doesn't make the other ones look cheap by any means, but this is a piece of art. I don't know how to recommend it because...
Yeah, it's $350.
$350.
You know?
If you roll in Jaguar's your third car or your second car, and you probably don't have any financial issues,
and you love Prime,
yeah, then you know what? Then just do it. Like there's no question. But I don't roll like that. We do fine. We're very comfortable. I raised 2 kids.
MP10 is still my definitive.
MP10.
Still my definitive.
But is that because there's a MP there? Because there's a whole series of them?
Nope. Just because I think he captures what I remember Optimus Prime as a kid as the most.
I think that's
This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at MP10, and like just that mold, even if it were bigger, smaller, whatever, it's still my favorite.
Okay.
It's still my go-to.
I couldn't argue with that. I love the Masterpiece 10.
That thing's incredible.
Yeah, you know what? Another inspiration for why I purchased this, and I do want to tell this story, is I don't know, maybe it was like 10 or 15 years ago now. It's probably they came out with that Metal Force Prime. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but it was really expensive. I think I paid $250, and it was like a Rotocast Optimus Prime action figure, 5-point articulation, and I was at work.
Soap bottle.
Yeah, it is. It's like a soap bottle. And I had to have it because at that time there was no modern Optimus Prime. Like
it was pre-Masterpiece.
Yeah, it was pre-Masterpiece, and I had to have it because I wanted an awesome representation of Optimus Prime. And I did the same thing. It was like $250, which was insane. I don't know if it was that much, but it was insane. And I went through my head. I'm like, should I buy it? My roommate at the time was like, just fucking do it. So I did it. Shout out to you, Magnus. And I bought it, and I did love it. The paint faded really quickly, but and then it got dated because Masterpiece Prime came out, and once Masterpiece Prime MP01 came out, everything changed the game.
Yeah.
So this was sort of my way to bring it back to the beginning with the Metal Force Prime.
Make up for it.
Yeah, it's to kind of make up for it. It's kind of come full circle because I really think that I say this every time they come out with a new I get a new Optimus Prime though, but I think I'm kind of done with Optimus Prime. Like I'll buy. You think that's crazy statement? Right?
Bullshit.
It is bullshit. But like, as far as big expensive ones, I think I'm done. Like, I'll get the trinkets when they come out with a new Combiners War one, or when they become, you know.
But I think you're safe. I don't think they're gonna come out with another 400, 350.
You don't?
Not for a while.
Not for a while. I don't know. That Ultimetal or whatever came out.
What else can they do? I mean, I guess they could do 100 other things.
That's the thing is, we always ask, what else can they do? And they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Starscream, again, I'm just going to touch base on the Starscream parts are really cool. I don't get it. It does nothing for me. It looks cool. I'll tell you what I don't like beside the gun. I don't like the base, but it's not because it's not well done. It is actually amazing. Like the quality, it feels like real concrete. It looks like real concrete. I just really don't like bases with my toys because I think it makes them like a statue. And I think that base sort of makes them look like a statue. Plus, like, it comes with this, I didn't bring it over here, like a pole that holds it together, and it's kind of wobbly. That's the one thing that I really couldn't get. I love the light features. I'm obsessed with light up action figures. Everything is super durable. As far as my first experience of Hot Toys, I can only say or confirm everyone's beliefs and statements about Hot Toys. Like, it is a step above the rest. That's how I feel about it, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went off on that,
I
man.
did.
That's sweet.
It wasn't emotional.
It's awesome, though, man. I mean, it's so, like, I don't have much to say about it.
Right.
Other than I mean, I'm looking at it, it's like, everybody knows what a Hot Toys is, and they did Prime.
Right.
There's not a lot to say. It's the most definitive, like, quality-wise, it's the definitive go-to best Prime you're going to see. And I actually like it. I like the proportions on this a little bit more than the Ultimetal. I
do
think,
too.
A little bit, you know.
I do too. Actually, I don't know because I've never really had the Ultimetal, but the Ultimetal, I actually, what I like about this is the design has a look of itself. Like, it's not like this is the cartoon or this is based on the old toy. I mean, it has all the elements of that, but it sort of has its own style.
I just wish his ears were longer.
You do think that
That's it. I wish they were a little bit longer. I like my Prime with, like,
you like the long. It's like
ears.
you can compare it to like Batman. Like some people like short haired Batman.
This is the Adam West,
right.
Prime.
I like it. I don't have an issue with it.
I don't have an issue with it.
I do like the.
I think it's good.
I do like the small area within the eye, confined area of the eyes, like more of a face plate. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's see, what else can I tell you?
I hope they do a Bayformers version of this.
That would be phenomenal, but I don't think you could do that with Hot Toys. 3A did that, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I stay away from the Bayformers.
I don't really like that Prime.
Yeah, you love it, dude.
I love the Bayformers B. I love it.
Yeah. I actually think the Prime, if you put the faceplate on it, isn't so terrible. Okay. It at least has elements of Optimus Prime. So how do I can't tell you to go out and purchase this because I don't know what your needs and desires of collecting is. I will say I'm still a little bit in shock about it because I don't know where it fits in my world. And eventually the price is going to become irrelevant because the money's gone.
Yeah, already. You won't care about this after a month.
I just need to find...
But if they come out with a bare bones one, you are going to have it.
Dude, if they come
I'll
out,
probably get that one.
Dude, I would. If they come out with this for $250 without the Starscream parts, I'm gonna go ape shit, dude. I will go absolutely
with his good gun,
with a better gun.
Yeah, with his
what would I do? Gun. Like, I'd be so pissed.
I would be. You would have to deal with not having it.
I would have to.
And look at mine.
Yeah,
I wouldn't really get it though.
I love this. I just need to find its home.
Yep.
I hope you guys enjoyed this little like intense thought about it. Anything else?
I got nothing.
You got nothing, huh?
All right.
Well, then everyone, nerd out!
Nerd out! Thanks for watching.
Oh, wait, let me rewind. Please subscribe. We're almost
comment.
Yeah, we're almost at 200 subscribers. We're very excited about that. Help get us up there. I like the comments. I like to read comments, even when people bust our balls. I enjoy it.
Oh, please bust our balls. We love it.
Yeah, I'm very active on Instagram. I post tons of pictures, so check us out at Nerd Out on Instagram. And now, everybody, Nerd Out!
I think that's the first time we ever got it in unison.
Yeah, I think so. That was magical.
Well, this is interesting. He's had it for about 10 minutes. He's running silent. All he said is it's intense. So I'm on my way over there to get to the bottom of this and find out exactly what's going on.